Hello, Yarny friends. I am Jude. Welcome to Llamas and Pajamas. There is a get to know you thing going around, and I was tagged by Alie of Alie Artifacts to list 20 songs on my playlist, which has developed into 22 songs, which is also somewhat of an artist rather than song list. I don't really know what the original one was. I've seen both versions out. So we're just going to go with 22 songs on your playlist / also artist. So, if you notice, I said we, and it's not the royal we, because Mr. Pajamas is joining.
Hello. I've got my uniform on today. Mr. Pajamas. So I don't forget. I'm very forgetful.
So, just to note that we tend to like melancholy songs, so if that is your jam, we're here for you. And please excuse any singing that I may do. I am not exactly the best singer, but I do love music. Both of us love music a lot.
Yeah.
So we have music playing quite a lot in our house. So, who wants to go first? Oh, hold on. I didn't tell everybody.
Oh.
You see my hairstyle today?
Oh, yeah.
Guess who braided my hair? Mr. Pajamas. Actually, after I wash my hair, he braids my hair very often, but today it's a new 2-braid situation. He tried out.
First
time he did a good job.
Yep. Luck of the Irish, I got it right. First time.
So why don't you start?
All right. In no particular order.
Yeah, I didn't order mine.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I would have no problems listening to any of these. These aren't my top songs, but these are my 90% top songs. My first one is Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy. It's a classical.
That is a very good song. I love that song.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't show each other our playlist, so, you know. My very first person I put on is The Cure.
Obviously.
And I couldn't decide what song to choose of it. So I had Pictures of You, Harold and Joe, To Wish Impossible Things. It was so hard for me to choose. Even choosing 3 was really hard. So
Which one did you choose?
I did that quite often.
Okay.
If I have to choose between those, To Wish Impossible Things maybe? It's so hard. Every song. I choose every song by The Cure because they are one of my absolute favorite bands in the world. Will always be forever. Ride or Die songs.
Yeah. Alright, my next one is Mic Drop by BTS featuring Steve Aoki, the Steve Aoki remix. It's awesome if you haven't heard it. BTS. We are both BTS Army.
As a matter of fact, my second song is BTS. And I had trouble choosing between Spring Day, Magic Shop, or Truth Untold.
All good. I think Spring Day would be my favorite.
Out of these?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, they're all so good. Maybe Truth Untold, if I had to choose between these 3. But, I can't. Let's put it this way. I'm probably 99% of every single BTS song is also one of my favorites. And for people who don't know who BTS is, it is a South Korean boy band. They are not boy band in the way that you think they're boy band. They're not 90s boy band.
No.
They rap. They have R&B. They have ballads, dance, EDM. And they have fun songs like that are just meant to make you smile, like Dynamite. But they also have very deep songs too. So, and they are absolutely wonderful people. Wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
So we are huge Army. We'll forever be Army.
She's like a captain. I'm more like a corporal in the Army. Her BTS knowledge is way, way, way above mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, I like the music. My next song is going to be also another BTS song, because I want to go right down the list. Rain by BTS.
Oh, that's a good song.
Now, you'll notice most of my songs are light on the vocals because I am more of a rhythm and harmony type of listener.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of both.
yeah.
I'm both, and I love lyrics too.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of both.
So that's my third.
I see peeking at your thing.
Well, stop peeking at it then.
Okay. My next one is The Smiths. William, it was really nothing. How soon is it now? Heaven knows I'm miserable now. Last night I dreamt that somebody loved me, and unhappy birthday.
Wow.
I know. It was so tough because it's another
you have
group.
To pick one. You have to pick one.
It's another group that I love pretty much every single one of their songs. William, it was really nothing, or how soon is it now?
How soon is it now?
Okay, William, it was really nothing. I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay, William, it was really nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know though. That's tough.
My next one is Into My Heart from a Korean artist, Lee So-ra.
Oh.
It's a ballad, and people worry that, well, I don't speak Korean, how can I enjoy the music? The voice is like her voice is like an instrument. You don't need to understand.
Yeah.
You don't need to understand the language in order to appreciate the song and enjoy it. It's just a fantastic song.
And the Korean language is so beautiful. So beautiful when it's sung. Speaking of traveling somewhere else besides, well, actually, I pretty much have been everywhere else besides the United States so far, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay, my next one, it is a song that I love. Non, je ne crois rien.
Yeah.
Edith Piaf.
From the Inception soundtrack.
The Inception soundtrack. I made this one to represent my love of French music because I do love French music. So, and this is probably the most well-known French song, but it is absolutely fantastic. I love everything that she sings.
All right. My next is Rush, which is the Cowboy Bebop motion picture soundtrack. It's a big band. If you like big band, you should really check out this soundtrack because it's got a lot of big band. Sounds like it's from the 50s, from James Bond, that type of dramatic orchestral music. If you like big band, check it out, definitely. Oh, sorry, I wasn't peeking.
You're peeking.
I wasn't peeking.
Okay, I am a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Okay.
I am an absolute cheater. Because I kind of went with the whole representational situation, and I named several people as my number 5 because it's the same type. I know, I cheated. It's the same type of music.
Okay.
Louis Armstrong, Etta James, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. Basically everything. They sing from that period, yes. Because I love them so much.
We both
do. Yeah. So I cheated.
That's okay. We'll let this one pass.
Okay.
All right. My next one is Temple of Sacrifice from the Cloud Atlas soundtrack. It's very... I love chord progressions and chords and things like that. Interesting and minor chords and stuff like that. So that's it.
My next one, kind of a cheat again. I know I cheated a lot. Technically, I started with the song, and I was like, well, I can't leave out the other thing. So, okay, Barbra Streisand and Michael Crawford, The Sound of Music from Phantom of the Opera. They got together and did that song. Stunning. I love it. And of course, I can't let go of Barbra Streisand's Yentl soundtrack. The entire Yentl soundtrack. Love Yentl. Love the soundtrack. Love Babs. I can't help it. I'm a cheater.
That's okay. We'll go for it. The next one is When She Loved Me, which was sung by Sarah McLachlan on the Toy Story 2 movie soundtrack. Very melancholy, sad sound.
You did so good choosing a song from an entire thing that you like. You did so well. I didn't.
I had to make a choice.
I was a cheater. I couldn't do it.
When Tim Allen and Tom Hanks were first presented with this song, they both came out crying out of the theaters because it was so sad when they were previewing the
Aw.
song. I believe that's the story I've heard.
Okay, so my number 7, we're at 7 now, at least I'm on 7, I don't know where you're at. I numbered mine.
I didn't know.
Okay, well, my number 7. I did a representation of EDM and South Korean music, since I love both. So I chose G-Dragon Crayon, and that is, EDM, house, techno. I also couldn't choose between Crayon or his ballad Untitled. And then I was like, well, he's part of Big Bang. And I was like, but I love If You from Big Bang and Bang 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 from Big Bang.
Bang, bang.
Bang Bang Bang.
You have to listen to the song. You'll get that. If you know the song, you will get that reference.
Bang Bang Bang. So I chose that as representational of
Okay.
G-Dragon and EDM.
Yeah. All right. My next one is The Great Gig in the Sky by Pink Floyd, which is another song that's ties in with the Into My Heart song in that the vocal is more of an instrument than you have to pay attention to it. So.
Mm-hmm. Number 8. I chose The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York, because it is traditional Irish sounding, even though it became very popular way back when. It's still very representative of traditional Irish music, and I really love traditional Irish music. In fact, I often love traditional music from most countries. There's something about traditional music that I love listening to it.
All right. My next one, Jude will laugh at, and others might as well, is Virtual Insanity by the group Jamiroquai, which was back in the 90s. It was really big. Totally not disco. I will deny it.
I tease him all the time that he loves disco music. I tease him all the time about it. He's saying, no, I don't. I said, oh, yes, you do. You love disco.
I have a playlist called Definitely Not Disco.
It's definitely disco.
It is.
You're so hilarious. My number 9, The Beatles. Because they have to be on the list.
Is it the song number 9?
No, it's Yesterday, All My Life, or Eleanor Rigby. I couldn't decide.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Isn't that a tough one?
That's a tough one.
I don't know. Can I just choose every Beatles song? Because that's pretty much what it is. It is every Beatles song. I love the Beatles.
Me too. We have a lot of crossover.
We do.
All right. The next one is Murder by Numbers from The Police. It's just a good song. It's a happy song about murder.
My number 10, I know you're going to love this one. Kia and the Faces.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
I do like that one.
For people who don't know Kia and the Faces, they are a coffee house South Korean group. That's what I would classify them as. That's Just What You Think. Side by Side, I'll Say, and... Excuse me, I got to...
Oh, turn the page.
Yeah, turn. No. Okay. So, that's one that I know a lot of people that are watching will not know that group. And I don't know whether or not we should make a little playlist so that people can...
Well, we'll see.
Hear.
We'll see.
Well, if there's any interest in it, we can form a playlist of his songs, my songs, and if anyone's interested in hearing some of the things that you may not have known, maybe you want to just hear it, just to hear it. So let us know if there's any interest in that.
Mm-hmm. All right, my next one is Let It Down by George Harrison. Mm-hmm. It's just a feel-good song. Mm-hmm. So, gotta love the Beatles, and even after their breakup.
They never broke up. No. Never. Not for me.
They just did a lot of solo projects.
Yes. So my number 11 is representational of my 80s alternative music, 90s alternative music. And there is this is 80s, but Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah.
I adore that song, and all the songs that are around that area I love.
Yeah. My next one is Imagine by John Lennon. That's a very good one. Yep. It's just not much you can say about it.
There isn't. It's
Awesome.
just awesome. My number 12, I went a little newer, because why not? There's still great people happening. It's Billie Eilish, Bad Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like Billie Eilish.
We both love Billie Eilish.
Yeah, I like Billie Eilish.
Yep. All right, my next one is going to be probably the biggest departure in our musical tastes, as far as she doesn't really have anything in this genre at all, which is LaGrange by ZZ Top.
Yeah,
this is from their... People always tend to pigeonhole ZZ Top as a country rock band, but they're not. They were actually originally formed as a blues and rock band, and they actually toured for Jimi Hendrix back in the day.
I'm not a big fan of ZZ Top. I'm just not.
I like their older. Really their older stuff back in the 70s and stuff like that.
You like whatever you want to like.
That's fine.
My number 13 is... This is another representational. It's one of my favorite songs, but it's representational of the music of this kind of style, because there's a lot of music around this that I like. And it's Drops of Jupiter, Tell Me by Train.
My next one is Mr. Blue Sky by ELO.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
My number 14 is from a movie soundtrack called Once, Falling Slowly.
Okay. I don't think I'm familiar with it.
Oh,
I'm sure
I played it in the car many times.
Okay.
You'll know when you hear it.
All right. My next one is Biscuit by Portishead, which is an older band. Kind of an...
It's so weird to say that it's older band.
Well, yeah, it is. It's a classic band, apparently.
Right. My next one is also from a soundtrack. It is the title soundtrack, the Skyboat song by Bear McCreary from Outlander.
Yeah.
You know I love that song.
Yeah.
And I love bagpipes and just it's very representational of that stuff too. So.
Mine is The Forest by The Cure. And that's because that was one of their the first songs that they said that I was just stunned by, and I was just the first time I heard it I was like, oh, what's this? And
Excellent
I just
song.
had to get more.
I mean, I would say every single one of their songs, but
It just has a memory with me.
I know. My number 16 is Sam Smith, Stay With Me. I love Sam Smith.
Okay.
Again, a little newer.
Yep. My next one is actually newer, and it's from a genre, I guess you call it lo-fi. It's kind of like EDM. It probably has a base in EDM. It's called Tony's Belated Breakfast by Biocratic. So it's nothing you would have heard on the radio. It's more rhythm and beats and sampling.
My number 17 is representational of R&B that I like to listen to. And I chose to represent that as Labyrinth, Beneath Your Beautiful. I love that song.
The next one is Tears Dry by Amy Whitehouse, along with Billie Eilish. She has the same genre. It's like the new group of Ella Fitzgeralds and Etta Jameses of the modern age. So.
My next one, I went totally off this direction because it's not a genre that I listen to often, but there is a particular area of it that I really like. And I like this group and the singer that joined this group for this song. I love a song that they have as well. So, Apocalyptica.
Oh, yeah.
Bittersweet.
Yeah.
And the singer for Bittersweet is from the group Him, and his name is Villi Vallo. And the song that from him that I like is For You. So I chose Apocalyptica, Bittersweet, and then transition to Villi Vallo with Him and For You. I cheated. it.
Yeah.
But it was a very smooth cheat, don't you think?
Sure. We'll go with that. My next is A Sunday Kind of Love from Etta James. Just a classic.
Love that song. Yeah. My number 19, we're going back to South Korea for Roy Kim.
Okay.
There are so many songs that I could not choose. I wrote down Stay, Home, Boom Boom Boom, which is Spring, Spring, Spring. Nothing Lasts Forever, Only Then. Basically, you need to hear him. He is one of the most beautiful singers. Most beautiful singers.
The next one from me is Scene d'Amour from the Vertigo motion soundtrack. Bernard Herrmann. This is back in the 60s or so.
My number 20 is I went to Taiwan this time. Because I wanted to mention someone I love their voice of. And it is Aaron Yan. And I'm going to say there's 3 songs that are just all-time favorite songs that he sings. I like his ballad songs. I'm not really into his pop side, but I'm into his ballads. Because his voice is so pretty. It's just so pretty. So Taipei Dreamin' is probably my favorite song of his. And then there's That's Not Me and Unstoppable Sun. Those are my 3 top favorites. I mean, I could listen to those 3 songs over and over and over and over again. So Aaron Yan made it on the list.
This is the last one.
No, I have 21, 22 here.
Oh, I thought I counted.
I know.
I can't count. The next one is, it's got a strange name. It's called Main Titles. And this is from the Logan motion picture soundtrack. The movie Logan, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Hugh Jackman. That's what I'm calling him now.
So that means you have only 21.
I can come up with another one.
Well, no, you started the one. Well, no, I think it was wrong. I cheated again on 21. I know. I saw the eye roll. I saw it.
It was only the last one. How did you see it?
But you're going to like my cheat.
Okay.
Because I basically said the entire The Wall soundtrack of Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
The entire soundtrack.
I would agree with that.
See? It's a good cheat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have another one? You're out?
I can give one.
Okay, give one.
Malcolm's song from the Sixth Sense soundtrack. It's I think that's, if I'm thinking of the right song, that's the one it's got a very bassy voice. It begins with a very bassy voice, I believe. So.
Okay, my last song. And I didn't want it to be my last song because I could have kept this list going for like 300-400 more. Evanescence, My Immortal.
Oh, yep.
That'll always be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Evanescence, My Immortal. So that is our list. Hopefully you heard some things in there that you liked. Maybe some things that were new and you wanted to check them out. Hopefully we're not too weird.
Well, there goes that.
So let us know if we mentioned an artist or a song that you liked. And if we didn't, we'd love to hear some of your favorites. Please share with us in the comments. Before we go, we are supposed to tag 3 people. And since there's 2 of us, we're going to tag 6 people. Hope that seems okay. I mean, it's just a fun thing after all. So, why don't you start?
Okay. We're going to tag Bella of Bella's Crocheted Gifts.
We're going to tag Ray of Ray's Yarn Addiction.
Bridget of Queen's Crafts by Bridget.
We're going to tag Sarah Nickel of Sarah Nickel.
From the Sarah Nichols. Melanie from Lathalia's Little Hook with Melanie.
And Mara from Mindfully Crocheted. There is no pressure to participate. If anyone we tag does not want to join for any reason, you do not have to. Please do not feel that you must do this. It is really just for fun. And just as a little get to know you thing. Thank you very much.
Bye, Yarny friends.